Here's a real high-class bout. Now go!
The first part of this is a costume. I am wearing mermaid leggings and a top that I made myself. I know that Cala Maria's scales on her tail are actually green, but these were the only mermaid leggings I had. First off, wash, clean, moisturize your face as you normally do. Then you're going to get a dark green face paint, your regular foundation, a light green face paint, and finally, a white face paint. Put on your foundation and concealer however you normally do it. You just want to get your skin color completely even before you apply the face paint over top. Now once you've applied your foundation and concealer, here comes the really challenging part. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Kabam! Eyebrow glue. Just get a normal glue stick that you can find at any newsagent and use it to smooth down your eyebrow hairs. Make sure to glue in both directions so that all of the little bits get glued down. If you want a better, more knowledgeable explanation of how to actually do this, just look up literally any other eyebrow gluing tutorial on YouTube, because this was the first time I'd ever tried to do it. Apply as much concealer and foundation as you need over your eyebrows to completely cover them up. I think the reason mine turned out so dark is that it's very, very hot in my room. It's just really hot in general right now where I live. And I don't really have good air conditioning, so the glue stayed damp because it was still really wet. But you know what? If that happens, you can just powder the shit out of it, which is what I'm doing right now. You can use a translucent powder, or if you're a pasty fuck like I am, you can just use your normal skin powder because it's basically translucent anyway. Then give your whole face a good powdering. Just get right on there. Do the eyebrows again, then just do your whole face. Just powder everything. It always just makes it look better. I am now an eyebrowless freak. And while I'm at it, I might as well just get rid of my lips because I'm going to be doing an exaggerated Cupid's bow and I don't want my lip color to show through. So there we go. Goodbye, lips. Whoa, now I'm some kind of alien who has no lips or eyebrows. This is the fun part, and by fun I mean really frustrating. Mix some of your white face paint, a little bit of your green face paint, and a medium-sized dollop of your regular foundation to give it a better consistency. I am using Snazaroo brand face paint because it's what I had on hand, but I would not recommend that brand if you were doing this for like anything other than just a cheap, janky, last-minute Halloween costume. Now for the eye section, you're going to need a dark green shadow. I am using the shade Juniper from the Stila in the Garden palette. And you're also going to need a green eyeshadow. This one's called Stargazer. It's really old, but it's all I had on me. I'm also using Stila's Reality to do my eyebrows. Now, Cala Maria has really small, thin, cartoony 1930s style eyebrows. So draw the line shorter than where your normal eyebrow goes, but further in towards your nose by just a little bit. And you're going to want to make them be an exaggerated arc with a little bit of a thick bit at the end, like I'm doing here. Then you're going to want to take your light green and put it all over your lid. Just get it right on there. And then blend it up to your brow bone, but not quite all the way. Make it into a big round shape because you do want to go sort of like real cartoony with this look. Once you've done that on both sides, blend in your dark shade around your crease, but like make it a little bit higher than where your actual crease is to give the illusion that your eyes are bigger. And also to give some of that depth. Then put it on the inside corners for a real three-dimensional effect. We're going for a sort of like, you know how 1930s cartoon characters always have eyelids that look really like weirdly shiny and three-dimensional compared to the rest of their body? That's the kind of look we're going for here. If you put too much of the dark green, just punch it up with the light green again, and that should fix it. Then you're going to want to take a white shadow. I'm using the Sephora White Colorful eyeshadow. And you're going to want to put a little bit of that right in the center of your eyelid to really achieve that three-dimensional 1930s Jessica Rabbit eyelid look. Once you've done the centers, just put a cheeky little dab of the white shadow in the inner corner, just to really brighten you up. Because you do want to make them look three-dimensional, but you don't want to make your eyes look too sunken into your head. Now, when Cala Maria is in her gorgon form, she has these like little lines under her eyes, and I choose to believe that those are eye bags. So I'm going back in and putting some dark circles under my eyes using my dark green shadow. And then I'm going to take a jumbo white eye pencil from Sephora and line my waterline. I can't do that on camera, so there we go. Like, I couldn't do it while looking in the camera, and then I kind of fucked my face up. But it's okay, because I fixed it. But yeah, do you waterline and white jumbo eye pencil. That's the takeaway of this section of the video here. And then I'm going to take my black tattoo liner from Kat Von D and do just a really simple eyeliner. Don't wing it. Don't bring it up to a wing because you want your eyes to look really round. Cala Maria's got very, very round eyes. And then once you've done that, do your lips with this Craftobian disguise stick that I've got. Use an angled brush and draw a real big Cupid's bow over your natural lips. It took me forever because I think I just used a really shitty brush for this. Either that or this is not how you're supposed to use those Craftobian disguise sticks. But I did it eventually. Yeah, just overdraw your regular lips slightly. And then bring it up into a sort of Emily Autumn, Queen of Hearts lip look. Just like this. God, this was a bad brush to do that with. I regret everything. And once you've done that, you can sort of like round it out a little bit. And then take a different angled brush, or the same one, I don't know, I don't run your life, and contour the outside of your lips in that dark green shadow that you were using before. This just adds a little bit of dimension and makes them look more like they're your real lips and not just like painted on top of your real lips. And I didn't do this, but if you want to, you can use your light green shadow or even a white eyeshadow to do a little bit of a highlight on your lips to make it look extra, extra realistic. Now it's time for mascara. And false eyelashes if you want to, but I just didn't have any handy. Now we're going to contour. I'm using Sage by Stila from their In the Garden palette again, which is a gray color. You do want to use gray to contour your face when you've painted it green, because if you contour it with more green, it ends up just looking really strange. So start off by giving yourself a really small cartoony button nose. Draw a little like squarey pentagon-y shape on the very tip of your nose in the gray color. And then blend it out. I'm using Alien, which is by a shop called F Frosty Shadows on Etsy. It's a sort of shimmery, iridescent green highlight powder. It doesn't really show up that much on camera, but in certain lighting it gives you a real nice little sparkly effect. And I thought that was going to be pretty appropriate for a mermaid character. A little bit on the end of your nose and your chin, just to sell the small, round, cartoony effect that you're going for. And that is the face portion of this makeup look done. Now, if you want to go all out and paint your body, I would actually recommend using PAX paint for this instead of using the face paint again, because PAX paint is going to stay on a lot longer. But the thing about PAX paint is it's really fucking difficult to wash off, so I'm not going to do that here. But for illustrative purposes, yeah, paint your body a little bit at least. Because, you know, with this look, you're going to have a lot of skin showing. Cala Maria has these, like, shark gill sort of shapes on her arm, and I'm trying to recreate that here with my Sephora Jumbo eyeliner pencils in a dark pink shade and a light pink shade, and it's not going too well. I am right-handed. Now for the hair. Now, Cala Maria in the beginning of the level has an octopus on her head, but then sort of halfway through she gets electrocuted by these eels and the octopus's tentacles turn into snakes. So even though she's sort of a gorgon with snake hair, she's also got like a big octopus head in the middle of her head. So I'm gonna try my best to recreate that with my hair. I'm gonna take all of like the top bit of my hair and gather it up on top of my head to create a loose bun that is going to serve as the octopus's head. If you really wanted to do this, like seriously, you could get some clips or some like little stick-in gems or something and make the eyes like the octopus has in the game. But like I keep saying, this is a really last-minute look for me, and if you're running short on time, just pulling your hair into a loose ponytail and then pulling that ponytail through is going to create the kind of look that you want. And in addition to the tentacles on the, well, snake tentacle things on the front of her head, she's also got two that sort of hang down the back. Now my hair is a bit longer than Cala Maria's, and ideally what I would want to do was to braid some, like, jeweler's wire through these pigtails to really like twist them up and make them look like tentacles, but for right now I'm just putting my hair into pigtails to sort of simulate tentacles, if you will. And just spray that bun to keep it in place while you're at it. And now for the finishing touches, the piece de resistance. I've got the Gremlin special effects teeth from dentaldistortions.com. I'm just using the top row, because I generally don't like using the bottom row. I can't close my teeth properly. And then on top, to top it all off, this snake headdress that I got from Spotlight and spray painted purple. And that is everything you need to make a Gorgon Cala Maria costume. Well, aside from contact lenses, but I'll get those later. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, or if you end up using this look yourself, just tweet at me and make sure to subscribe.